As suggested by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, leaders of SAARC nations will be holding their conference on COVID-19 tomorrow. This will take place via video conferencing. The Pakistan government has agreed to participate in the video conference of the SAARC nations. The announcement, remember, was made late last night by Aisha Farooqi, the spokesperson for the Pakistan Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The tweet is on your screens. She says, and I'm quoting, "The threat of COVID-19 requires coordinated efforts at global and regional level. We have communicated that the SAPM on health will be available to participate in that video conference," unquote. SAPM here stands for Special Assistant to the Prime Minister. The SAPM for health in Pakistan is Dr. Zafar Mirza. Remember, just yesterday, Prime Minister Modi had suggested that the bloc should unite to create an effective strategy on COVID-19. He had invited the SAARC leaders to join him in a video conference. The idea is to come up with a coordinated response to the outbreak in South Asia. This move is significant for primarily two reasons. Firstly, India is looking beyond its borders to help neighbors in this time of crisis. And second, India is rising above differences with Pakistan as well. Even though there is no improvement in Pakistan's record on terror, this initiative shows geopolitical maturity on India's part. This initiative of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been praised by the leaders of the SAARC countries after they also said that they will be joining in. The latest update, of course, came in from Pakistan, where Aisha Farooqi, the spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, had confirmed that they will be participating in that video conference on COVID-19 of the SAARC nations. Now, Pakistan will not be represented by the country's leader, Prime Minister Imran Khan. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister for Health, Dr. Zafar Mirza, will be representing Imran Khan. All SAARC nations have confirmed their participation. Our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, is now joining us live from New Delhi for more on that. Siddhant, first, we now know that the video conference will be taking place at 5 p.m. on Sunday. SAARC nations, all of them, have confirmed their participation. The larger message that comes in through this initiative is that India is taking a lead when it comes to organizing a coordinated response. Tell us more about the specific points that are likely to be discussed.
Well, yes, it's now confirmed at 5 p.m. tomorrow Indian Standard Time. The conference will happen. The idea was proposed by the Indian Prime Minister through a tweet on Friday, and it has been confirmed by all the SAARC countries, including Pakistan. Even though Pakistan will be represented at a much lower level, the Special Advisor on Health will be representing Pakistan, while all the SAARC countries will be represented by their heads of state and heads of government. So, but a short while ago, we know the Indian Prime Minister has tweeted, just 10 minutes ago, the Indian Prime Minister has tweeted about this conference, saying that the focus will be on joint SAARC strategy on making sure that this pandemic is contained in the region. We know almost 125 cases have been reported in the South Asian region, in SAARC region, and the focus is now to how to contain it in this region. And it is for the first time that any leader has proposed any regional strategy to contain the crisis, a crisis of a huge proportion. We also know that the focus will be on giving suggestions. Sources have been telling WION that the Indian Prime Minister is expected to give a suggestion on how to deal with it, how to come up with a joint strategy, on a coordinated strategy in the region to make sure that this virus does not spread. We know already India has confirmed more than 80 cases with 2 deaths. deaths. Pakistan has also crossed 30 people infected by this virus. And of course, this is a kind of opportunity as well. The crisis has emerged as an opportunity for the revival of SAARC, because we know SAARC somewhere was considered dead after 2016 because the summit was to happen in Islamabad, the 19th SAARC summit, but that was boycotted not just by India but other SAARC countries because of the issue of cross-border terrorism, because that year saw a terrible terror attack in India, in Uri, in which 19 Indian soldiers lost their lives because of Pakistan-based terrorists. And since then, SAARC has been languishing, and New Delhi has been focusing on BIMSTEC cooperation, on the BIMSTEC grouping. So it's an opportunity. And if we look at India's history as well in past 2 months, what India has done for the South Asian countries when it comes to this pandemic, we have seen India rescuing 23 Bangladeshis, 2 Sri Lankans, 9 Maldivians, and 1 Sri Lankan from China and Japan in the number of evacuation missions it has launched to get back its own personnel. And also we know today the Indian envoy to Maldives, Sanjay Sudhir, officially gave the foreign minister of Maldives the consignment of medicines which India has given. Yesterday, the Indian team arrived, a 14-member Indian team arrived to help the country to deal with the crisis. Also, we know that India is providing technical support to Bhutan and Afghanistan. In fact, the Indian envoy to Afghanistan, Vinay Kumar, met the NSA there and discussed any kind of support which Afghanistan would like to have when it comes to dealing with this pandemic that has killed so many people across the world.
Absolutely. We're going to leave it there for the moment. Siddhant Sibal, thanks very much for those updates. All eyes, of course, on that video conference that will be taking place and attended by leaders of the SAARC nations. Pakistan, like we said, will be represented by the Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Health.